Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. I'm kind
Caught
of
her by
trying
surprise.
to face the camera. I had no idea it was there.
Keeping you on your toes.
Doggone, Mr. O. It's complicated enough. I gotta keep a list here. So go easy on us, everybody. As Violet's taking a little day off, she needed a break, and, she needs a little self-care. So keep her in your thoughts. She's
Hi,
had
Marcia.
kind of a rough week. Hey, Marcia. Good to see everybody. All right, so I am shuffling the Oracle of Portals. Decided to use that one again. The end of the month here. Before we head into Super Tarot Love Month, where I'm sure I'll be coming up with some love oracles.
Still cold outside here.
Oh, still cold. It's gonna get cold.
Colder.
Colder. Brr. All right. Got all my hoodies washed. I may have to wash this one again, but gonna stay warm. Mr. O, grab one for us. I know they're a little bit tricky. What you got? Landing. Okay, so maybe we've been through a portal and we're coming down for a landing. Let's see, or we're landing somewhere. But where? It's as if you have been flying. Now it's time to come back down to earth. Maybe you've been swept up in a whirlwind of romance.
No.
Sunny? No. Oh gosh. Sunny is on top of the cat tree right now. Kara, do not encourage Sunny to jump. It would be very bad. You stay there. Okay. Maybe you've been swept up in a whirlwind of romance or excitement. And hey, isn't that perfect for the start of Super Tarot Love Month? Or perhaps you've been hurtling through a time of overwhelming busyness or immense change. It's also possible you've been coasting through a patch of ease, exploration, or pleasant distraction. If you've ever taken a trip by air, you know that landing can be a little jarring. Oh yeah, not my favorite thing, landings or takeoffs. Being untethered from the earth puts you in a sort of dreamlike trance. So when you reconnect with the planet, it feels a tad harsh. But once you get your bearings, which happens rather quickly, there's something reassuring of being back on solid ground. There's nothing wrong with being temporarily carried away by people, goals, travel, or events. It's just a part of life. At some point, it's time to come in for a landing, and now is that time. So if you're thinking about a relationship, this is a moment of reckoning or change. A spell has been broken and you are coming back to yourself. In some cases, you will see the relationship wasn't what you thought it was, and possibly isn't for you. In other cases, you will evolve out of the initial ideation of the other person, organization, or group, and move into a more lasting form of companionship. Whatever your situation, you will benefit from sensing your weight on earth and bringing attention to the simplest present moment feeling of being in a human body. Tune into your body's wisdom, which is aligned with the earth. Once you anchor yourself in your body, the earth, and this moment in time, you will receive the wisdom you need. And then you can put one foot in front of the other in a grounded, centered, and compassionate way. Landing is a moment of clarity. When your feet are firmly planted on earth, it will not be difficult to know which direction you take. And so this is a time of grounding. This is a time of maybe stasis. This is a time of thinking things through, and, everything will become clearer once you do. So that's what we have for the collective today.
Alrighty. Thank you for that.
All right. Let's move on. So I do have... Oh, hi, Lorna.
I added Lorenason.
Is there anybody else who popped in?
I don't think so. Marcia, you already had.
Okay, I'm keeper of the list, so bear with me while I update, and I'll put the list out. Updated. Oh, I see you added them. Did you put the list online already?
No, I didn't do that.
All right, I'll do that, and we'll get started. All right. Oops, let me not do that. Oh, come here.
I'm not exactly sure if that's how I would characterize it. I'm kind of like restless spirit, so I get bored of doing things the same all the time. So I move the camera around.
Well, we do some of our other readings
True.
in other rooms.
We
right.
do most of the recorded readings upstairs in our library room, we call it.
Now, happy hour is in, sometimes we like to relax in our living room.
Over that
right
way.
next door here. We're in the dining room right now. And so we pretty much utilize 3 rooms. Yeah.
So who's up?
Who's up is Angel Mary.
Angel Mary. All
Hi,
right.
Angel Mary.
Hi,
Why don't you
Angel
use
Mary.
your tarot first?
All right, I will.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to use my brand new, but it's not very new. It's, I think, 2 years old. The Star Spinner Tarot.
Okay.
And that's,
I've got a new one in the mix today.
Justice
Why
from
not?
that one. It's kind of a Nouveau style, and it's got some nice pastel colors that I like. Angel Mary.
You are up. So we need your question. We like to call it our library. It's our 3rd bedroom. But,
Well, when we bought it, it had a ornate kind of cabinet.
it was a gun cabinet.
It was a gun cabinet.
But we don't
We don't have any use for
have
that.
guns. But, you know, we have some swords.
Yeah,
and
we have some
other
swords and
things.
some wands.
And actually, I've used some of the shelves in there and the hutch for the tarot decks. A lot of my tarot decks are in there, so. But
Angel
not
Mary,
all.
we're gonna have to do the countdown. And
Yeah, Angel Mary, where are you?
Hi,
All right, I'm
Sonny.
going to have to do a countdown, I guess.
Hi, Sonny. Lay down right there, boy.
There you are. Okay.
Lay down.
You just made it, Angel Mary. This is Sunday, you know, we got to kind of keep rolling today. I don't need my backup list. And with him here, that's going to be impossible.
Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm gonna use the Star Spinner Tarot.
Okay, and I'm done with this. I should,
right.
well, I should shuffle a few more. Do that. Are
All right,
you
thank
leaving
you,
your
Vinny.
question? I will get that, Vinny. Thank you. One more shuffle there. So Angel Mary wants to know what's coming towards her in love, and Vinny's question.
Okay, Angel. So the first one is the Ace of Cups, called the Ace of Chalices.
I heard you, but you know,
I'm talk-
autocorrect is doing interesting things.
Then I have the reversed Ten of Cups, or Ten of Coins, rather. I'm sorry. And then finally, I have another ace. It's the upright Ace of Wands. So that's a curious little blend there.
Okay. I'm coming. If you want to go ahead, though, that would be
Okay,
great.
I will do that.
All right.
So it looks like there is something happening coming towards you, because I have the Ace of Cups. I also have the Ace of Wands. But I have this reversed Ten of Coins. And I'm wondering if it's somebody, a kind of person maybe, who's not very connected to either their own family, or that they don't have a measure of family around them or support around them, that maybe they're kind of a lonerish person. They may be charismatic and maybe coming towards you, but maybe there's problems in their home situation. Maybe they come from a sort of broken home of some sort.
You're not going to be able to do this, I'll show. I just want you to know.
And then in the Lenormand you can give me a moment,
I am.
is the letter
Just holding it.
and the key. All right.
So it's interesting, Angel Mary. I could look at this two ways. I like what Mr. O said here, but I do think something's about to begin for you. That's the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands, and to me, that sounds like definitely a romance. But I'm wondering here, when I see that Ten of Pentacles reversed, if it's going to be a long-term one. It might be more short-lived. But it still looks promising. It looks like it will get off the ground. So, you can always change this destiny. Right now, the cards are thinking this might be a little bit more short term. The key here, I feel, with this relationship and making sure it moves forward in a positive direction is communication. The letter is documents and writing and stuff like that, but I just have a feeling, because it's coming up in a love reading, it's really saying here the key to keeping this, to maintaining this, and to trying to move it forward is open and honest communication with one another. So consider that. I think something may be beginning for you. With two upright aces like that, I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't too far in the near future. What do you think?
I agree, and I'm wondering if maybe, you're asking who, and I sort of described a possible aspect of the person, but they could be maybe an earth sign because of the pentacles there. It's not exactly clear to see. They may be a person who has already had a family, but maybe they no longer have a family.
Okay, I could see that. They could come from a divorce. It's possible. They could also, I wonder... Oh, and I wonder here too if maybe they themselves are not in some sort of communication field. Where communication is important. Where, I'm not going to say mail delivery, but, that's a possibility as well here. Somebody who may handle also important documents.
Well, this may be how you actually meet them, maybe because there's some sort of function that
know.
puts you two together or something like that.
But that's just popping up because you're right. I didn't answer the who very well here. But, I think...
There wasn't a lot to go on.
No, there wasn't. And I think the cards just want to say something is coming. So,
Agree.
You'll have to keep us posted, Angel Mary.
All
got
right.
my fingers
so that's
crossed.
what we have for you.
Good luck with that.
And Starry Bowie is up, right?
Yes, and I have
Starry
a
Boo left
question.
us their
Hang on
question.
a minute. I've got the question.
Mr. O needs a
Post it.
drink of water. You're welcome.
Hang on.
Good luck.
All right. There's the question.
Okay, I'll handle the Lenormand.
Yeah, I'll post the new list. Okay, yeah, I'll get the tarot in just a second. All right. All right, Starry, let's see what we have for you. Will you get the right job soon? Find a job that's right for you. All right, let's try these. All right.
Oh, we're using them in combo.
Oh, cool. Yes. Well, that would be bound to happen at some point.
It's not a bad idea.
Wow. Okay, so we have the Fool as the first card. The Fool is upright. We have Judgment reversed, though, so we'll talk about that. 2 major arcana, and these were mixed up well. Oh, boy, and then we have the King of Pentacles reversed.
Now, over in the Lenormand, we got the book. Who wrote the book? Get in there. And the Scythe. The Scythe.
Oh.
Take it away, Banshee.
Take it away, Banshee. Well, it's a funny thing. I feel like maybe, you might have to take some, you might have to consider taking some chances on some jobs that maybe, might be outside of your comfort zone a little bit. Maybe that would be a little bit of a risk for you. In other words, do you have the necessary skills? In other words, I think what I'm seeing here is maybe you need to expand your job search a little bit more, and look beyond for some things that even might be slightly outside of what you think you're capable of. But I have to say here that right now, I don't know whether there's just a lot of competition or if there's just people are going to be looking at you and scrutinizing things. I really feel that. So make sure, I think, for you to find the job that you are looking for, you need to really look over your resume well, look over, what you tell them in your cover letters and stuff like that, and make sure that, you're presenting what they are looking for. Because they're really scrutinizing this stuff. I don't know if the job market's just tightening or something and now they're getting so selective, or if it's that just in the types of jobs you're looking for, Starry. But I think here that, there's gonna be some critical things. I'll let you go before I tackle the Lenormand. Sorry.
And I'm going to start with the Lenormand, but I like what you said about with the resumes and stuff, because I sort of feel that these two cards speak to that a little bit in a way, and maybe people talk or still talk about the idea that less is more, i.e. better editing in terms of maybe a resume, leaving out some of the things that are more superfluous or whatever you want to call that are not necessary, that maybe give them more information than they need, because as Banshee suggests, maybe they're really being very specific. So like I said, when I see the book and the Scythe, it sort of gives me that idea of limiting exactly what you're presenting to them. But I do think that in answer to your basic question, will you find the right job for you? I think it's going to be a process, and it may be a harder one. This is judgment, right?
Yes.
And it's reversed. And so it may be indicating that there are going to be some broken eggs along with the successful omelet, if I can use another metaphor. The idea that, you may make some misjudgments in terms of places you'd like to work or situations you'd like to work for. And some of this maybe just goes to the idea that you have a lot to do in terms of trying to manage that flow, whether it's coming to the editing of your resume or editing the materials, how you present yourself, your characteristics, your ability to work. And so that's probably where you need to work, is figuring out more about editing yourself and or managing how you're appearing, your persona and stuff. He's really bothersome over there, isn't he?
I do want to go back to this a little bit here, but yes, I like actually something Mr. O said here in that, when you're presenting yourself, sometimes it's quality, not quantity. Make sure your words count. Make sure what you say presents yourself well. Going on and on, sometimes you can make mistakes or gaffes, and they look for that. So try to be concise and, cut out anything that doesn't seem necessary. But another thing that crossed my mind when I looked at these combinations of cards, Starry, is that, maybe you want to take a chance or gamble, or maybe you should go for some jobs that you haven't been comfortable with, but you have to battle your own inner confidence or lack thereof. There may be, if anybody, nobody is a harsher judge of ourselves than we are, particularly
That's
if
true.
we so far haven't been getting what we've been looking for. So, don't get down on yourself. Just keep at it, if you want to achieve success.
Along that line, because I'm glad you said that too, I sort of feel that King of Pentacles reversed energy does look like that a little bit. Somebody who maybe, is a little bit defeatist in attitude. So you got to change that a little bit. You got to also use these ideas to just basically criticize yourself for your betterment, not to say, I should not be doing this. And hi, Gloria, and we have added you to the list. Welcome to the show.
No, I can't do this. He's getting on my computer, and I can't type now. He has to move.
You are about to see a bad cat.
Go
Go
stay
away.
there.
Go away.
Stay.
Go, stay, go, stay.
I can't get Gloria on the list. I
did already.
Bad.
I did
you
already,
did?
yeah.
Well, thank
Sorry,
you.
trying to cover for you.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
not blaming you yet, Kara, but we're getting close. So if you have
Sit down here.
your other
Sit,
powers
sit,
of
sit.
persuasion as Sunny's twin flame, please chill him.
I'll try some chilling.
We have new company in the house, and we want to look nice.
We want to be, yes. I'll chill him.
All right, so
I don't have much to add to the Lenormand other than what we've said is don't write a major book about yourself. Present yourself concisely and, answer the questions to the point and don't go off on tangents. I think it's possible, but I think it's not showing us that it is imminent right now, Starry. So you might want to check back with us and just keep at it. This is saying do
Keep
not
working.
give up.
right, because the seeker ultimately is your positive attitude and your willingness to challenge this, and so that's really a very strong part of this reading.
So
Don't
that's
give
what
up.
we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right.
Libra cusp is up. And she said what's coming towards her, I believe.
Okay, so you're on Lenormand. Whoops.
I thought I took Lena off the list, but Libra is up.
Okay.
How'd that happen?
And then I will use the Adrian Tarot for that.
That's interesting. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. Sunny is chill. I'm chill. Aw, come here, you.
You're welcome, Starry Boo. Good luck.
Sunny is generally our therapy cat. I
Yeah,
mean,
he is.
our TFT's unofficial therapy cat. Sunny is not a therapy cat, but he makes everybody happy. Except me when you go crazy here. Aw. Should we play with the toy? No, we're not going to get you wound up. But we're going to bring the toy here, Kara's toy. Aw, see, he likes the toy, Kara.
What did you put in it?
No, I didn't put anything in it.
No, I meant Kara.
Well, remember, she gave us the money to buy it for Sunny.
I know.
And thank you for that, Kara.
I'm just being my silly Scorpio snarky stuff.
I mean, he likes it so much, and it was the perfect price. I mean, it was the perfect price, so...
Yeah,
it worked
just
perfectly.
like as if you knew somehow. You know? All right.
I like when things work out that way.
So Libra asks, what's coming towards them?
Yeah, Sunny got really excited about your reading, Starry. He wouldn't settle down. Yes, it's what's coming towards me.
Got it. Did you do yours?
No, not yet. I'm calming Sunny.
I see.
Stay there. Stay there. No. See, I can't shuffle when he does this. No. Stay there. All right.
Okay, Libra.
Now I
So first up
Stay away from the computer.
is Justice, upright. Pretty card. Hi, Divine Universe.
Hey, Divine, I'm keeping the list today, so be patient with me. I'll get you on the list. Mr. O, or I will.
And it's also, the next card is the King of Cups. It's reversed. Still pretty, though. Pretty cards.
It is a nice card.
And then a Page of Swords, which is upright. Excitable Sunny, that's right. Divine Violet's not here today.
Yeah, Violet
she has
Lotus
a day
is
off.
not here.
So
she needed a self-care day. So hopefully she's taking care of self.
So like that old TV show, we are in charge of the vertical and horizontal.
So Mr. O, that's the
Justice.
Justice, I knew that.
King of Cups reversed, Page of Swords upright.
Wow, you've got a decision to make, Libra.
Yeah.
I feel that way strongly here. But there might be more to this. But it looks as though
It's something really emotionally strong too.
I think what this is saying, that's the king, right?
Yeah, the King of Cups.
The king, I think what this is saying is that you really need to tone it down emotionally, not to allow your emotions to get the better of you when making this decision. This is going to require this, more than this. Because
the Page of Swords.
Right. Because
diplomacy, tact.
Well, that and, justice. I feel together, it's just saying, really, use your head on this one. And the King of Swords is kind of, he can let his emotions run away with him. He can act a little bit immaturely. So that's why I'm saying, don't let your emotions roll the day.
Don't take it personal. This decision maybe has the aspects of really involving you personally, but also should show your sense of maturity about it, or being able to be in control of it. Let's see those cards.
Yes, I'm sorry. I did shuffle, so... Hey, though. Oh, is it relating to a person?
So the Sun was first?
This could be a person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. We have the Sun, and we have the Gentleman card here. And I'm almost beginning to think that maybe somebody will assist you. So I don't know if this is a legal matter, if it's a medical matter, you're dealing with some type of professional person here, or if this isn't your interpersonal relations. But I have a feeling all is going to turn out all right, possibly with the help of someone.
Well, I'm wondering in a minor way if it has something to do with somebody either from your family, maybe one of the kids, or maybe somebody else, another person that you have an emotional connection with. But other than that, I do feel whatever this decision comes to you, maybe somebody looks to you to help them make a decision about another relative or a situation. It does really seem like what you give to them is really beneficial if you're helping them out with this, or if you're supplying knowledge to them like the Sun. So I think it would be a good thing. Maybe somebody's looking for you because they realize you're a good judge of character and you're somebody that will help them, in this decision that they have to make.
Yeah, I just feel it's going to turn out okay. But it just, to me, smacks of, something that you could get emotionally hot about.
Yeah.
But, let cooler heads prevail here. I'm looking this way, and I know the camera's this way. Let cooler heads prevail here.
Oops.
All right, so that's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And we are on...
And you're welcome.
We are on Lena, and I have Lena's question.
Spirit
reading. And it'll be my deck.
Hi, Estelle. I'm going to go ahead and add you.
Okay, I'm there, though.
Oh, okay. Then go ahead and do that. I didn't know it was a competition.
Well, I'm there right now because I was moving the list along like I've been doing.
All right.
Bear with us, Cecile. We're keeping the list today. All right. I'm going to get my deck. I'm going to try my new... Let's see. No, I'm not. I'm going to do this one for Lena.
And by the way, everybody, Banshee's Material Matters was on earlier today.
It sure was.
It's a recorded reading that tells us what to do about our financial investments and advancements all during the week. So check out that information. You may find it useful.
Oh my gosh, Libra. I'm so sorry. So that's probably what this reading is referring to. There's stuff maybe you will be able to get some help. I'm hoping. It looks like things are going to work out. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, I wonder about that.
I could tell this was something important in this reading.
It's sort of common to consider that sometimes when the Justice card shows up, it does pertain to things going on with a legal bent to it. But sometimes you don't want to lean that way because a lot of times people just have important decisions to make too. I did feel that tinge like maybe this was something that could be bordering on that though. Good luck.
Well,
I hope things can turn
mention that,
around.
yeah. So,
You did, right.
All right, spirit reading for Lena. Oh.
Oops. Clumsy today. 3 of Swords.
Boy, what's this about, Lena?
5 of Swords.
Oh.
Death reversed. And then over here I have the Child and the Fish.
Well, this is kind of a heavy reading, Lena. I'm not sure what to tell you. Spirit is saying right now, that, you've had, or, you faced, or you may be facing some sorrows, if you haven't faced them already. Some disappointments, some things that really have cut you to the quick, And it could be about fights or arguments or disagreements where it just seems like you feel like something, Spirit is saying, you feel like something has been left unresolved. And I get that actually from the 2 of these cards together because death indicates, when it's reversed, that nothing is changing, nothing is moving. And so you feel kind of stuck because this thing seems unresolved. Is it about money and finances? I'm not sure. This is a spirit reading, but I think what this is saying is that maybe in time some things will start to get moving again, but it's going to be a very, very slow process.
As a spirit reading goes, this doesn't have a lot of hopeful things going on in it.
I know.
It sort of feels like Spirit is acknowledging that there's some blockages right now. Some of this maybe is that you're having more difficulty with what feels painful emotionally to you, whether it's your past separations or whether it's anything that's been going on that separates you from what you want to do, what you love to do. And maybe you feel that the situation is at a standstill because of other people who have basically not good intentions. So that could be the ex kind of thing going on there. The only hope that Spirit says to you, I think, is that with the sense of innocence or child, innocent nature, that maybe there is a sense of flow coming to you because you are still being yourself. You're not allowing yourself to become more bitter and etc. Even if there is, these other situations that pain you, you're still going to go with the flow if the flow can pick you up. The rising tide thing.
Hi, Karishma and Kelly. Sorry, I'm spelling your name wrong. Hopefully my... I've added you to the list. Our moderator is off today, so just be patient with us. You are on the list. I'll be posting the list again shortly.
This is not a dead cat, but it's pretending it is.
And I'm not sure why my
Welcome to our
spell
show.
check is.
So that's what I have, Lena. Did you have anything more to say?
I think that about summed it up, actually. I got
Okay.
mine in there, so that's it for me.
So good
it's
luck.
really kind of, it's kind of grim, Lena, but maybe some of this might have already happened, maybe. And so some of this is still fallout from that. Spirit maybe realizes you are not moving forward because, this is still hanging over you in some way.
But the best advice is to be the good, innocent, childlike, nature that you can, because flow of that is coming to you that will be rewarded at some point.
You're welcome, Charisma. And Kelly, you're welcome. Welcome to the show. Let's see. I've got the list, I think. Let me get it out there.
Mr. Maurice, right?
Yes, Mr. Maurice.
Who's asking
is
if
up.
they can get a reading for the next 6 weeks about getting the bill settled. What do the cards say?
Yep.
All right, so that's my deck. Let's see. I'm going to use the Karma Music Tarot for this one.
Okay.
Hi, Tidal Wave. Happy Sunday. Oh, there you are. I keep thinking the camera's over there.
Hey, Tidal Wave. Happy Sunday. We can absolutely add you to the list. We are moderating today.
We let Violet
Whoa.
have the day off. No, she told us she was having the day off.
Yeah, it's something like that. But she needed a break today.
We're pretty good. It's been a little busy lately. Hanging in there like I hope everybody else is. There's a lot of stuff going on. And I want everybody to consider sending all of their best vibes to all of us, the Tarot Tribe. We all support each other. We all hope the best for each other. So take a moment to reflect on that. Success for one is success for all.
Hey, absolutely. All right, I'm shuffling still.
Okay, Mr. Maurice.
Thank you, Mr. M. Vibe
Thank you,
sent.
Mr. M.
Thank
Okay.
you, title.
So your first card is the Eight of Cups. It's reversed. Then you have the Nine of Cups,
Wow.
which is upright. And then you have the Moon, which is reversed.
Huh.
Did you want to leave?
And so I want to just get the question right again. Hang on. What was it again? About 6 months?
The next 6 weeks.
6 weeks. I'm sorry. Good gosh. All right. And yeah, the paperwork
About
stuff.
getting my bill settled. What do the cards say?
Well, the cards are maybe a little optimistic here.
Yeah. There's the ring.
It's almost like a relationship is popping up here, but
No,
I'm going to keep
well,
it in
maybe.
line with your
Heart.
question because it can fit there too. So basically, right, it just seems as though it's almost as if something may have to be revisited. I don't know how to say this. Like you might have to go back a step to go forward, if that makes sense. I almost feel like something is going to be revealed here. And maybe there's just some other paperwork thing. Maybe there's something else that has to be done. But the thing is, you got the Nine of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups is your wish card. So I almost feel like things are moving towards a resolution here, that things are going to be okay. I think you have to remain committed, to this and keep on it, I think the commitment card is saying, make sure, you don't lose heart. You remain committed to this process. Whatever else has to be tended to that maybe has to be, tidy it up And I feel that you will move forward.
I think the moon reverse says you're finding out something, or something is being revealed to you or becoming known to you. And what that is that maybe, there is still something valuable for you where you're at in the situation.
That could be.
It may be that you're not exactly ready to go into a new direction, or that there is not exactly a need for that. So in other words, maybe where you're at now is something that has an ability to manifest more of what you want, the Nine of Cups, the Wish card. So it may be that you're going to discover this thing that makes you feel that way. Or it's just that realization. It may not be like, you find the letter that says, oh, well, if Mr. Maurice does this, we will do that. No, it's nothing like that necessarily, but it is maybe the realization that you still have an ace to play here. You still have something to manifest here. And so some of that is about the commitment thing, but the commitment is tempered or informed by your true feelings here. And maybe that says that what you come to realize is there is something you're going to love here. There is something you're going to feel, can bond you to this place. And I know a lot of times you've talked, or I've received the feeling that, sometimes you feel there is a struggle going on here, but maybe when you search your feelings, maybe there is something that really does kind of keep your heart there in a way.
Okay. I don't know.
You don't have to love it.
No, I don't know what I can
I met
add.
him.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, keep hope alive, because I like the fact that the Nine of Cups has showed up. That's very positive to me. The Eight of Cups is not a bad card.
Thank you.
Think either way in this case. I think what it's saying is that, like I said, either something else has to be addressed, or there's just a couple steps back before you actually move forward. And I think you're going to find out why. The moon is reversed here. But the Nine of Cups is very, very hopeful. And also, I think just the fact that the heart and the ring, maybe what it's saying is people are coming, getting to the point of feeling like committed to getting this done already. That's what I'm hoping.
There seems like either if it's not a person, there's a thing or a feeling that you benefit from having in the current situation, and maybe that's what you want to really evaluate. I'm not saying that maybe you won't move on, but maybe this is a time where you want to really evaluate what that is. Maybe the commitment is to move forward away from this eventually, but I think there's a soul searching here to some degree.
Hey, that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck as always.
This gets resolved. Goodness sakes, it's crazy. All right, we are on Jano, I believe. Yes. Hi, Jano.
Hi, Jano. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Good, Mr. M. It's funny, that card does mean just something's got to be finished up before you can move on or revisited. And it's like he said, maybe there is something of value there. Vidi will be up after Jano. Jano, are you with us? Go ahead and type your question.
I don't believe they gave us a question earlier.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. We'll give them a few minutes.
Okay, and just remind everybody with the new week, Goth Tarot will be back on Wednesday. It's my weekly look into the shadows. I like the new format I'm doing, but some of the formats for my other cards, my Thursday and my Sunday cards, will change, and it should be of interest because I'm going to be using several decks. I'm going to rotate decks for the month, so there'll be like at least 4 a month where I'll use a different card for either my Thursday pull or my Sunday pull.
Hey, Jano, if you're with us, you've got another chance. Now that we have a moment, though, we should discuss a few things up and coming. Our Super Bowl predictions will be coming out soon. We're going to give it another try.
Yeah, we're cheesy enough to do things like that.
Also, I want to add that this next month is Super Tarot Love Month. All of our readings on our website will be discounted. That will be coming up soon. There's going to be something called Tarot Talks, a chance to get on Zoom with us. Spend 45 minutes with us chatting up tarot, having a little fun. It's going to be open to about 15 people, and there'll be an announcement soon. And don't worry if you don't get in on this one, because it's by invite only. You will get in on others. We will extend the invitation soon, but feel free to say you're interested and we'll put you on that list.
Zoom.
All right, there'll be two. One will be February 15th and February 17th at 7 p.m.
We sure hope so.
And it will be the same program at each session. All right. So we got lots of things planned. There might be past life, past love readings this month, a special live stream on that. We can fit it in.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting nervous.
Well, we said we were going to do it in October. Then it was like, oh, we'll do it in November. Then December, we hardly talked about it. January, we realized, oh, we really kind of forgot. But one thing we don't forget is that we are on twice a week. In addition, today we are on 7 to 9 p.m. Thursday nights. And of course, that doesn't count our happy hour live, where we're live for about an hour, maybe a little more. Looks like Jano has reached the countdown.
Okay, so after Jano, I believe, is Viddy. So I think we have a question for Viddy here. Yes, we do. Let me get that. Hold on. All right, there's Viddy's question. How do I view myself versus my true self? How do you want to do that?
What an interesting question.
That's a great question. Do we want to do view self, true self?
Well, you do that, and then I'll pull two for those, each of those.
Yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to use my Real Talk Tarot here. This new deck I got.
And I am using the Shadowlands Lenormand, which I've been using today.
I don't know how real this is, but we'll give it a shot. And before I go on...
Okay, so the left will be themself, and then the right will be their true self.
Yes, just give me a second. I'll shuffle a little more. I'm going to put the list out after Viddy now, so there it is. All right, this is for Viddy. And I am ready. Hey, you. Off my cards. My goodness sakes. I ever have room? No. Okay, so this is the first one for, how Viddy views himself, right?
Right. The High Priestess reversed.
Views himself as, yeah. Now that's for the other side. Put it there anyway.
And that's the true self, and that's the reversed Eight of Pentacles. Then going along with the myself, it's the King of Pentacles reversed.
Sorry, I should read them. And then the Five of Wands reversed here. Well, it's interesting. We didn't get such happy cards on either side here, but I want you to understand, first off, when you're looking at yourself, we can be a lot harder on ourselves, and I'm sure you probably expected that to some degree. So the High Priestess and the King of Pentacles indicates to me that maybe you feel that things seem cloudy. You can't seem to see your way to financial or material success or well-being. Maybe a place of getting everything in order in your life. Perhaps you feel sometimes, maybe in your material affairs, more than anything, that, there's a little bit more chaos, a lack of order, and you wish, you could be more perceptive as to how to, pull it all together.
Well, maybe you're feeling with that first one that your life has mostly this mundanity about it, that your concerns are overemphasizing your ability to be able to manage the more mundane parts of your life, and you don't feel inspired for things that maybe are more spiritual or benefit. So going along with that, of course, the first card is the dog, and then the second card is the cross.
Well, that's very interesting to me, Viddy.
Could that mean that maybe there's disappointments about people you thought were loyal to you, or concepts that you felt were loyal, that maybe somehow you don't feel you have the ability to turn that around, to find a way to
lay down,
to emphasize less worry over your financial thing, and elevate more spiritual?
Are you done?
Yeah, I am.
With the dog and the cross, since this is about yourself and how you're viewing yourself, I have to say that maybe the problem here is that you don't trust yourself to be able to make long-term changes that will better your conditions. The cross is about kind of wallowing in things that are negative. And I feel here that maybe you're just a little bit too down on yourself, Sometimes we're not our own best friends here. Sometimes we do a little bit of self-sabotage, and maybe that is why you can't tap into the higher wisdom, higher self here. I want to see what we have before we tackle the true self more.
These ones?
Yes, I want those out there with that.
Okay, so the first one was the mountain, and the second one was the garden. So I'm going to put that like that and that, I think.
Well, I'm not sure it helped me as much as I wanted, but maybe. I think your true self judges you as somebody who really, truly, wants to avoid, maybe somebody who moves slowly, who really doesn't like the competitive world, the world of, everybody kind of jockeying for position and stuff in life. I feel here that, you would rather be more peaceable. And I see that here too, that sometimes you feel, that's where your obstacles lie. Your true self feels that's where the obstacles lie. In your social life or in your interpersonal relating with others.
Well, it feels like with the first set of cards, the tarot, the true self, maybe the work you want to do doesn't feel it serves you, because you feel like you're serving other people's whims, or it's not really expressing your own spirit. It's too collaborative, or you feel like you're washed under by other people who are working on the same things maybe, or just somehow involved there. And then with the Lenormand, it's like what she said, really, that these things sort of talk to the idea that you're more of your true self wants you to be more non-competitive, and your true self feels like the struggles you may have are things that you can do on your own, that you don't necessarily feel represent spiritual flaws or other kinds of flaws. They're part of what you are.
So it's kind of complicated. There's a lot of businessy kind of cards here, but I'm not sure it's really about that. I think this is more about maintaining control of things in your life, whether it's circumstances or material things, and how you approach them. Do you approach them with the attitude, maybe you yourself take a harder line on yourself, that you just can't ever, you don't trust yourself to get out of situations, on your own, that there's long-term suffering, etc. Whereas here, your true self is saying, it's really, because you really want more peace in your life than not. You don't want to have to struggle against others. You don't want to have to compete for things. You don't want to have to fight for things. You really want more peace. And it may cause you some obstacles because, sometimes in this world, we do have to stand up for ourselves and what we want and what we believe in. And so, that's maybe where some of the problems lie. So I guess it's a little bit of a tough message on both counts right now for you, Viddy.
You get mixed signals, I guess, the things that society informs you about yourself or contribute to your feeling about yourself, and then what your true nature really is. And I think that mixed feelings is that sometimes you don't know that balance between being overly competitive or just being more peaceful.
Hey, love, we're going to add you onto the list. Oh, you did already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, we have added you. Welcome to our show.
Welcome, welcome.
And so that's what we had for you, Viddy. So I hope that was helpful.
We are doing the list today. Our moderator's off, so be patient with us. I am putting the list after Viddy is Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura, how's it going? Hope it's going well.
Okay.
And that was a really good question, Viddy, by the way.
That was a good question. I'm going to use the moon baby tarot, a suggestion by Violet. And of course, I had the previous version of the moon baby was called the hoi polloi. It's a pretty deck. It's very rider weight designed, but the coloring scheme is pretty different, and there's a different kind of nouveau quality about the line interpretations from weight. Of course, that was the nouveau style too, right?
I like that deck. It's a nice deck. So next week I'm going to try to dig out some of my love tarots. Mr. O has nice modern love tarots to bring out.
For a minute, I thought you said smut, and I said, well, that one is a little smutty.
A little bit, maybe.
I'll use it, of course.
Of course, the Scorpio. It's the Fool. The Fool's popped up a couple times today. Fool is upright. I like it. The Five of Pentacles is reversed. Always good to see it in the reversed position. Oh, but there's the Five of Cups upright.
So the two fives almost cancel each other out.
No. So it's interesting considering I also pulled this. Here's the first card.
The Stork?
Which goes hand in hand with the Fool in a way.
And the Bear.
I know. Well, I don't know, Laura. This is kind of an interesting week here. There's the Fool. The Fool says, hey, what do you want to do? Want to take an adventure? Want to take a trip? Want to think outside the box? Want to do something radically different? Want to take a chance? Want to take a risk? It's almost saying maybe now is the time to do it. But then I see these two cards, and they literally almost cancel each other out in some ways. Not quite, though. The Five of Pentacles speaks of recovery or healing, getting back on your feet again, getting back in the swing of things, finding your place. Yet the Five of Swords is here saying, or Five of Cups is here saying that there's disappointments. You're dwelling on disappointments. So how do I reconcile this? I think what I want to say is, instead of dwelling on disappointments that you have been experiencing or may experience soon, don't dwell on them. You can recover from this. I think that's why the five is here. It's saying you can recover from this. You may have to do something radically different, though, Think outside the box, do something different in order to ensure success. And I don't know if this has to do with work or if this has to do with money or relationships. I'm wondering here if it could be work or money, because you have the bear here, which is about personal empowerment or, investments, money, finances. And interestingly enough, you have the stork here as well, which means a new beginning of some sort. So I think that maybe what this is saying, out of all of this, there might be a new sense of personal empowerment coming to you, because maybe you've resolved this you trusted yourself to take a chance and resolve this in a different, unique way.
Hi, Isabel. Yeah, 2 days in a row. Cool. So
Hi, Isabel.
anyways, Laura, the Fool says a grand adventure, you're moving into something new, a grand adventure about to begin, but the Five of Pentacles reverse says maybe you're coming back in from a cold, or you're coming back in from a place that was less comfortable to you. So I'm thinking this is the feeling of being glad that the semester is over, as you mentioned now. But maybe also too the idea that you're wondering, or you will be finding that, things weren't exactly the way you want. You didn't succeed as well as you may have wanted to, or something didn't exactly go exactly the way you wanted. You still have something there. Mostly what I think this is saying is that you have to really decide now, this was the first semester, as you say, to kind of bear down on that in a way. And really, as you're moving ahead, the next semester or future semesters will actually seem totally different and new if this attitude is changing. I think some of that's happening up there too, that maybe that realization of exactly how you viewed this work in the semester or the way it was going will combine to the bearing down process,
Well, that's interesting. I didn't take it in terms of that, but you know what? Education and school is a long-term investment.
True.
And so, that kind of fits in with the bear right here. But it almost seems like something is going to open a door for you.
Right.
Something
Maybe
new
this is totally different.
coming.
It may not be related to school. I don't know.
So, well, it could be, maybe is there a chance for, some kind of internship or some type of extracurricular activity that might benefit you in some way? Because I'm thinking of that Five of Pentacles reversed here too, and the Fool. It just seems like something is opening up.
Yeah, those two do present that idea.
But the fact of the matter is, don't let yourself wallow in any kind of self-pity, remorse about maybe opportunities that have been lost. Focus on this positive here, because something is happening, and maybe, I guess, since this is for the week ahead, this is going to surface maybe in the next week for you. We'll have to keep us posted, Laura. Good luck with that.
All right.
All right.
It does sound nice.
And you know what time it is? It's Kara time.
Kara time.
It's Kara time. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Kara. You're welcome, Laura.
And you're welcome, Laura.
Yay for Kara time.
still got a pretty good long list ahead, so hang in there. I might be closing the list soon because we only got about an hour, but we'll keep everybody on the list. We'll get a reading. I'll take it from here, though. It just depends. Sometimes people leave and makes room for someone else.
Anything you need to watch out for?
Okay. Oops. Anything you need to watch out for? Well.
And then we use the Shadowland.
Well.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, that looks positive. But how about the King of Pentacles?
Again?
Yeah, but he's upright this time.
He is.
So is the Moon, though.
That was reversed before too. How long did we
And
shuffle?
reversed is the Two of Cups.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So then the birds. And Crimson and Clover.
Well, I'm going to let you go first on that one. I have a
Alrighty.
thought, but yeah, oh man is right.
Anything you should watch out for? Well, somebody may be trying to not be upfront about something that's going on. It might be your relationship with them. It may be somebody feeling like they don't feel like they trust you anymore. They don't feel resonant to you for some reason. I'm not really sure what the King of Pentacles is doing there.
Well, Violet Ann's here. Well, I will definitely
Violet.
add Violet Ann to the list. Hey, Violet Ann. It's a big list, so if you want to leave a question, you could do that.
So I think what you should watch out for is maybe how you handle this, because maybe it involves you, and maybe it's not even about you, but maybe it's about other relationships that you're aware of, like maybe it's, your parents or maybe some friends of yours relationship, but it may be that somebody's trying to hide something there. I don't know, it could be something nicer in a way, like maybe it's a surprise of good luck. Maybe somebody has some really good luck and they're not exactly able to tell you about it just yet, but they may.
I've honestly been trying to think this through, Kara. It's really interesting to me. I feel here that, I think the King of Pentacles is here to just say, hey, maintain control if you get in a fight or argumentative situation. I think this is what you have to look out for. Kind of maintain your control, your sense of control here. Be the adult in the room. Be the balanced one in the room. It may be that you may not have all the facts in this situation, Trust your gut, if you feel something's wrong. But I sense here there's some type of argument that's going to develop or disagreement between people. Your best luck here, what?
Don't go all werewolf on them.
Your best luck here is to communicate clearly and effectively and not fall into believing any gossip and not trusting any hearsay, but trust your gut on this, Are you being given all the facts in this situation? And here's another thing I would say. Maybe this argument's not involving you. Maybe this argument is between others and people are trying to pull you into it.
I'm wondering.
And if that's, because sometimes the birds, I think about that a little bit here. If that's the case here, then you need to, just like I said, keep a clear head. Don't get involved. Your best luck is to communicate effectively and just let people know if you're not comfortable. I don't have all the facts here. I am not choosing sides, So that's what
Yeah.
I think you have to look out for.
Tell everybody you're going to stay in your own lane.
Stay in your own lane, Kara.
Like we wish Sunny
won't.
could. Sunny, you're supposed to stay in your lane.
All right, I'm posting the list. And yes, our moderator is off today. She needed a self-care day. So feel
You're
free to
welcome.
send Violet energy. All right. Get my Lenormand, and we are on Angel Rivera. What you got, Angel? Sunny, I am not a couch.
He can't decide if he wants to be Evil Knievel, jumping on the table, all escape artist-like, or if he just wants to be a couch potato cat.
Oracle card. Okay.
Alrighty, that would be you.
Well, I have
don't
the
have
signs
any
of the
oracle.
time, but I have the portal. All right, then. Let me grab one. I'm going to do the signs of the time.
Your adoring
I
public.
really like this one. And it is going to be on a new lineup of cards I'm doing for Saturdays on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's going to be called Signs and Synchronicity Saturdays, and I'll be pulling cards from various decks like this.
It kind of gave me the idea to do what I was going to do with my changes for Saturday or Thursday and Sunday.
Ah,
A little bit,
a little bit?
just a little.
Well, I try not to copy you, you know.
I know.
Uh-oh, Angel. There's, how shall I say this? Bumps in the road ahead. It's the mountains.
The mountains.
Uh-oh. And I have to add the bottom card because, you know, I always do. And here comes maybe more trouble, but maybe not. Protection. The evil eye. I don't like the sound of it. What is the number on mountains? You're covering it?
5.
5.
So
Oh,
watch
that's
out.
a contentious card, yeah.
Watch out for malware. Look
Look
at that computer there.
Mountains can be intimidating and overwhelming when you encounter obstacles in your life. You probably wonder, how do I move forward? Or what do I do now? Which are valid questions and concerns, especially with a mountain in your path. But all hope is not lost. Encountering obstacles on the path is not always a sign to give up. Sometimes it's an opportunity to get creative, take an alternative route. So, you know, the best way to move forward is whatever works for you. I really like this. I would add the additional meanings to this card are difficulties in your life, trying to solve a problem in a new way, build spiritual strength and belief in self, lessons through adversity. And so let's see what protection adds to this before I go on. It's the evil eye, and it says, in many cultures, the evil eye is a symbol of protection against misfortune that others may wish upon you. It deflects envy, brings good luck, and protects you from all ill that could otherwise have a negative effect on you. This card is a sign of not only protection, but empowerment. When you take the steps to protect yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, there's no reason to fear. This can also speak of being in the public eye and or receiving increased attention, indicating there's a need to be aware of your surrounding energy. So, I'm getting a picture here. The additional meanings on this card is place this symbol around you for additional protection. Jealous eyes are upon you. Beware of negative energy. Protect your energy. But you have the star in the ship, which I'll get into in a minute, or let Mr. O.
Well, I'm mostly going to address those because I sort of feel this throws an interesting idea there that maybe what is shifting or changing or moving or perspective is moving is about where you find hope and destiny, how you see that unfolding, that maybe these experiences here, realizing what these things mean, sort of change how you're going to be seeing what you can do to provide hope or destiny, not only for yourself, but for others if you do. And that you're just going to have to kind of shift gears in a way.
So at any rate, what I wanted to say about the evil eye before I forget and the mountains is that I think what this is saying, Angel, is you might be undergoing some scrutiny. You know, I don't know if it's a performance thing, evaluation, you know, that kind of thing coming up, or it's something else. Somebody might be looking at you with a critical eye. You know, just be prepared. Or maybe it's something you are going to do in the public, you know, and, you know, you got to prepare yourself. It's not going to be easy street, whatever this project or thing is. But I think that it's going to move you, you know, this is going to be this is going to turn out to be an optimistic move for you. You know, something that that makes the future look brighter. So, I mean, you have to undergo some testing or some scrutiny maybe in some area, but it's going to move you to a better place, I think, is the bottom line. So I'm not sure what this could be about, if it's work-related or something else, but that's what it looks like to me. Oh, you have classes. Aha. So that's it in a way. But I think things are going to be okay. It's moving in a positive direction. Just expect it not to be easy. So good luck with that. I like this deck. I really do. Can I have those cards when you are ready? No. Thank you. Mr. O. All right.
You're welcome.
Okay, you are welcome. And whoops, I did not post the updated list. Let me do so. Oops, in a minute. Wow, why am I not there? Oh, Sonny, you don't make it easy. You do not make it, whoops, easy. Yeah. Okay.
So, Marcia, you are up now.
Okay, you are welcome. Well, it could be your classes. Maybe you'll get some pointed questions. I don't know. Maybe you'll actually get some feedback, positive feedback, you know, that could, you know, make things look better for you. It's rare we get feedback from students, though. At least in my experience. But okay, Marcia posted.
Yes, it's up near the top of my screen.
I see it. Oh, that's nice. So that'll work so much better for you. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's see what it'll look like.
It's my deck. And I'm going to use the final rose.
Okay. Oh, you already pulled out your love deck.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get busy.
Every week somebody asks a question about love or emotional things.
It is true.
Yes, thank you, Marcia. That would be nice, wouldn't it, Marcia? Okay, the first card is the Queen of Swords. It's called the Queen of Mirrors, and it's reversed. And, of course, it says the bitch.
Uh-oh.
The second card is the upright Eight of Cups, Eight of Flutes, and it's called Self-Elimination, sort of just deciding something better to do. And then the other card is the Queen of Wands, the Beauty Queen. And I almost wonder if these two queens are the juxtaposition of you and the coworker that you'd rather not work much with. But over here, the first card is the Fox.
And that's about the workplace.
And the Book. So you're finding out something. But I think that the Eight of Cups maybe is the focal card here in a way, with these two queens on either side. The bitch is probably you know who, and this one is probably you. The Beauty Queen, it says, you know, it's really the idea of being the better person, the winner. It says second place, but number two tries harder. Remember that. At least we say that, you know, on occasion. And so the thing is you're probably needing to stay on your best behavior more or less and show that, you know, you're not that person. And that basically, I think what you will find out is that person kind of is the person maybe who's more likely to eliminate themselves, because they probably can't stand not interfering, that they're just, something's going to keep them wanting to interfere somehow. So the short answer is, if you sort of stick with, you know, trying to be on your best behavior, you'll mostly do okay emotionally. I don't see big news here financially necessarily.
Well, so yeah, since this was about finance and emotions, you know, I feel here that you will be treated coldly. You'll get the cold shoulder by you know who, that you're Janine you're working with. But this Eight of Cups here really tells me that emotionally, this was a good move for you. This was a really good move you've taken. I feel here the Queen of Wands, you will shine. You will feel better here, more confident, more relaxed, you know, less, you know, more yourself, more the kind of person you want to show to others, you know. And it's going to bode well for you. I think he's right. I don't see a lot about finances here necessarily, but I think you're going to grow into this with the Book here and the Fox. The Fox is about the workplace. So I think that, you know, in time, you know, you're going to develop probably successfully here. The Queen of Wands might also be an indication of, you know, success. I feel here, if you're showing your best side to others, that you'll probably be doing okay with tips and other things. So I think you'll do well. I think this looks really positive to me. Except for her. I have to agree with Mr. O. I thought of her right away when I saw that queen come up. So
I think the Fox does add to the idea, though, that there is something better for you financially. It may not be much better than what you had before, but I think it's staying about the same, maybe a little better.
Well, that's awesome, Marcia. That sounds better. And you know who is not here? Yes, the person you're trying to avoid, Arthur. He is not here.
Yeah, I don't see him here.
So,
that would be nice,
which is interesting to me. But anyway, that's what we have for you right now. That's what it looks like. It looks like definitely seeing that Eight of Cups here. Honestly, it was a good move for you emotionally.
Yeah.
So
it was probably good in all ways.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
All right. Well,
Lorenason is up. Lorenason?
Yes. Lorenason.
Hi there. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Gesture towards me next time we see, or is he going to keep it only professional? That's a good question. Let's do 3 cards, so Mr.
Okay.
O, is it mine?
Yeah, it's your tarot, unless you want me to use one.
I haven't used this one yet, but I don't want to use it for this reading. Let me try between these two. This one maybe. All right. Well, I thank you, Sunny, for giving me.
So, Marcia, that's the thing you got to watch out for, is to not let Jasmine pull your buttons, push your buttons. Janine, I'm sorry. I don't know why I call her Jasmine. Because sometimes a person like that knows how to do it, and then they like doing it too, especially when
Yep.
it may not show that they're the one pushing the buttons.
Oh,
Like,
thank you,
what?
Lorena-san. Appreciate that.
Well, thank you, Lorena-san. I like hearing that. We love the feedback, absolutely. Sunny has dropping a lot of hairs around, so I'm starting to get them
This
in my
thing
face.
has to be washed because it's full of Sunny hair.
The cats, well, sometimes he could choose the deck, but not really. Not really, Isabel. Though it may go that way. I don't know. All right, so Lorena-san, your first card is the Nine of Pentacles. And then there's the Page of Pentacles, but it's reversed.
Hmm.
And then finally you get the Emperor.
And what do you have? Let me see here.
The first one was the dog.
Wow.
And then the Crossroads.
Whoa. I was going to give you a kiss, but you boiled right into me. You know, it was real interesting reading, Lorena-san, because you've got, like, Pentacles and the Emperor here. And so I almost feel like saying, it seems like business to me, you know? It seems like it's going to stick business for a little while, at least. I think...
Lay down.
I know, I can't. I think here, you know, things may be sluggish and slow to get off the ground, you know, for anything other than business. I feel like right now that is the comfort zone. When I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles here, I think this person feels more comfortable.
That's the 9.
I meant the 9. I'm sorry.
It's
I
okay.
did mean the 9.
Because I'm getting a definite vibe from that one too, but it's not exactly what you're getting, maybe.
And maybe right now, you know, they're maintaining their control and they're being professional, you know, in how they manage things. I just see that here. And I want to add that maybe right now, they're trying to determine, you know, this is like they're at a crossroads, okay? And I'm wondering if they're trying to decide levels of trust they may have, you know, or whether they should try to be loyal to, you know, the company or whatever this is and keep it business only, or what here? What are you getting from that?
The funny thing is I do feel that maybe there is an intention on E's part to maybe think of romance, but I don't think it's likely to happen regardless, and maybe they may move on. But I sort of feel like despite whatever actual business or working relationship you have, equitable or not, E may think of you as a subordinate, as somebody that maybe they rank higher than you. They may feel that way. The 9 of Pentacles, though, to me also suggests too that they sort of feel like you're in a special place in relationship to them too, that maybe in a way you are somebody that sort of represents a challenge or a person that's different in terms of a reporting relationship of sorts. And so maybe they find that they can't really quite understand that, you know, that's the idea there of maybe being introspective about it, that they're not really reading you right. So they're hesitant maybe to show more of an interest. And I don't think they're gonna, but they are at some sort of crossroads about that. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they may just decide that you're more likely a better ally to them in the friendship zone.
Yeah, or in the peer zone, you know, as a coworker. But I don't know here. They're kind of thinking about things, you know. I think that maybe they just need to feel more comfortable with you first, you know. That's possible here too. They like things as they are right now, I believe, but like I said, maybe they're not sure where they want to go with this. And I almost feel like this Page of Pentacles fits in with the crossroads here, that they're just not sure of, I do think that maybe it's been on their mind.
Yeah.
I'll say that. But it seems like they're really trying to maintain a professional standard. So trust, maybe once more trust is established, that,
Well,
they may
a
change their
possible,
minds.
if you're interested in that direction, a possible thing or caveat is that I think he sees you as being comfortable where you are right now. So in other words, they don't necessarily feel you're going to go away necessarily. And so it may be if they're working out other things for themselves, they feel like maybe if they're moving between relationships, maybe you may be accessible to them at some point.
That's what we have for you. Feel free to come back and ask again.
Or we'd love to hear more about it.
Yeah, I know.
Our gossipy
Situations
self.
change over time, and the tarot's not an exact science. So
I admit to being a little bit vicariously thrilled about people's relationships.
no, we always like to know what happens. We're we love to help out, but we also like to know. I see Gloria's posted. That's awesome. You are up, Gloria. I was just
All right, Gloria. Thank
post
you.
the list.
I'm going to use
angel numbers. When I see numbers over and over again, I like to think there is a meaning there. Synchronicities are me. They just happen all the time. I've had very synchronistic dreams lately. Some of them have been downright crazy.
Tell us the tea. That's right. I know what that means. So, yeah, Gloria
Awesome.
and Lorena-san, thanks for coming again. And Gloria, good to have you. I'm going to use the Star Spinner tarot, which I think has a very soft, semi-romantic kind of side about it. So it's a curious deck because it actually has 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 different lovers cards. And 2 of them are, same-sex male, same-sex female. The other 2, one looks like a traditional lover's card. The other one, I'm not really sure what it looks like. But I decided to just use one because this is a general reading, and I'm going to use the more traditional one for that, despite that in the future I may decide to switch that around, especially during Super Tarot Love Month. But so let's see what we got then.
Okay.
Who is currently thinking about you? I myself believe that I vibrate to a couple of numbers, 11 and 22. They're more master numbers from my point of view. All right, so the first card is the reversed 6 of Cups. Can never find the holes. Please go away.
Lay down here or go. Maybe you want to go.
And
Get
then
some
we
water.
have the reversed
No.
Wheel of Fortune.
Uh-oh.
So I'm not liking the reverse cards that much. This one's upright though, and it's the Knight of Pentacles, and it's upright.
Wow, that's interesting to me.
Yeah, it is.
And I didn't do my Lenormand, but don't say anything yet. Don't
You've
say
seen the-
anything
Please
yet.
don't say a word.
That's sort of interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if you're going where I am. And can I hitch a ride?
That's
Here.
really interesting, Gloria. Because I believe that too, that sometimes these things happen and then they presage something important. So in Lenormand, the first card is the Scythe, the Sith. And then the other card is the letter. My baby wrote me a letter.
Wow, this is sort of bizarre, but I wonder if somebody is coming back into your life.
That's what I thought.
Somebody who maybe things weren't, maybe things got cut off in a not very happy way,
Didn't end well.
or there's some difficult memories associated with this person. And what is that in the middle?
The reversed Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
They call it the Wheel of Fate.
And I have to say that I almost feel like this is not necessarily a good thing. Because the wheel is turning in reverse here. I almost feel like maybe, you believe in signs, you believe in synchronicities. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is, the Wheel of Fate, and it has a lot to do with signs and synchronicities here. So you may want to pay attention to the signs and feelings you are getting when this person surfaces. Because I have a feeling you are going to want to cut off communication. So in other words, this might be a lover from the past who you might want to say, been there, done that.
This may have been somebody that was a great love of your life. That could be what that's saying. But circumstances are really different. And I feel that a big part of what this was about was this was a person who could never kick it into high gear. They just sort of kept things in low drive. They weren't moving to the point. They wanted the relationship just to go on without necessarily a sense of dynamics one way or the other. I mean, sometimes you need a little bit of, this kind of stuff to kind of spur the passion. You don't want to be domestic abuse, of course, but the idea that sometimes our frictions create the passion that moves us towards a greater coupling in a way.
Well, I have to say, you might be right here, and the thing I'm worried about is, I don't know what your feelings are towards this person. There may have been some changes. Maybe they have changed, but I just feel here that this is not a positive move for you.
Well, were they that person that just couldn't kick it in gear, that kind of thing? And does it start by maybe, the communication does happen? What number is that, the letter?
The letter is, I can't remember,
27, which
27.
is number 9 when you break it down. And see, Gloria, I'm more likely to break down the numbers into their lowest digit form and then read that. So this is a number 9 card. But the Sith is, of course, 10, a number 1 card. And that's about beginnings, one's about the endings. But the Sith, it's sort of pointing towards us. And
yes, it is.
And I'm thinking this is saying you don't have to answer that letter, or you can indicate what the reality is.
Yes.
Like I said, this person may be somebody that meant so much to you, but couldn't move it any further. That's what you have to deal with, I think. Has this person changed? Can they do that? Sometimes the Wheel of Fate reversed isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could be saying that they've really gone through a lot of internal things too. But note, it's a number 10 card too, just like the Scythe is.
That's what we have for you. I wish I had better news. That looks like it might be coming, because that's what you were asking. What is coming towards you? And I have a feeling this could be happening, so...
Well, we are doing Super Tarot Love Month, so you should be sure to come back and ask us some more, depending on what seems to be developing. But right now we're thinking probably this is what it is, and you probably shouldn't go back there. It doesn't mean you have to be really cruel about it.
YouTube has a community page for us to post stuff, and I'm thinking of posting pictures of different 3-card readings I'm going to offer on, for free here for Super Tarot Love Month that are love related. So they will be coming up soon, starts February 1st. So Thursday will be the first time you'll see those readings offered here. And if one chooses to have one of those, we'll be able to do that.
I'll be dying to know if Kevin does come back. Yeah. You'll have to come back and tell us.
So, Gloria, gosh, good luck with that. And, feel free to ask again, and we'll see if it's showing anything new is coming beyond that.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you appreciated it.
Well, forewarned is forearmed, I always say. You're welcome, Gloria.
And Divine has asked us a question.
I saw Divine posted a question of your new supervisor. How will they do on their account with the new role?
So this is kind of challenging then for you, Divine. Thank you, Gloria.
Oh, thanks, Gloria.
Appreciate that. She likes us. She likes us.
Sonny, even if he's a little antsy, is being a little more behaved.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that exactly, but it has a ring of truth, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Well, good.
That is awesome. Thank you for letting us know that.
I appreciate the feedback.
Man, I'm always happy when the good news we give out actually comes to pass. It makes me happy. Oh, whoops. That was out of the way.
Okay, Divine Universe.
Okay, let's see what we have. Hey, we start with the 3 of coins. What a great sign. I like it already. And we have the 2 of swords reversed. That is not bad at all. And we have the ace of swords upright. Wow, Divine.
These are really super
I
cards,
gotta look at that
Divine.
question in. Under the new supervisor, how will I do in my account? Really have to prove myself with. Will I have to prove myself with a new role? You know
Later
what?
on, you indicate that they work solo as a supervisor.
Go ahead and put those out. I can't wait.
So the first one was the letter, and that was followed by the heart.
So, this is just great. I think things are going to work out great, Divine. You've got here the 3 of coins, which sounds like, this new working environment, this new account. Everything is going to fall into place. People are going to work together well if there are others involved, or you with the people that you are serving your account. Everything is going to go well. The 2 of swords reversed indicates to me that this was a good, I think the supervisor will realize that this was a good decision or move, giving you this account, that this is going to turn out really, really well. I mean, the Ace of Swords is about victory. It's about good decisions, sound judgment. I think, again, it just reinforces what this is saying here, that this was a great move. And I actually think that you may hear from the supervisor about it. The letter's been coming up a lot today in different ways here, and it's about news or, getting a written communication, and the heart is here. So I think that what that means is they're going to love your work. It's going to work out well.
It seems like maybe it is a small team or small in a frame of reference to what they're used to, but the team aspect here is what is really strong and dwelling to me, that this new supervisor will feel like you are a really great addition to this team, and that you are really going to move it into some new directions, that maybe you're going to bring an insight, an awareness, or a consciousness about things that they haven't exactly had before, that you're going to be the one that brings them into new directions, and you're bringing the team, you're bringing them all together to a point of successfulness. The ace is the beginning of a new project or a new situation going on there, and I think it's bound to be highly successful. Aces are very strategic undertakings, so this could be really big, Divine, and I feel it's the letter and the heart that you will be personally thanked or
this is the clients thanking you. I mean, there's some very positive stuff here.
Yeah, this is like a really bringing you into the light of your success.
This is where you can shine intellectually, or where you can be seen in a much more positive light, and that you are really a team player. I think. I can't stress enough. This looks pretty good, Divine.
It looks really cosmically good. So good for you, eh?
Good luck with that.
Good new project.
All right. And we are on a cell.
This sounds like a yes or no question.
Oh, it's the fake account of... Oh. Well, it does sound like a yes-no. We should tackle this one directly, Estelle. Let's see what the cards have to say. It's your deck, right?
Yep, and I'm going to use the Necro. It's a kind of more Pips deck, but it'll work for this very well.
Thank you, Divine. Hugs to you. Hugs to you.
Love and hugs to you, Divine. Thank you.
Hearts to you.
I hope that's all true.
And the list is definitely closed after Violet Ann. We're getting there, though. We're getting there slowly. We still have a few. More than a few. We'll get there. Only 6. Picked a hard one for the yes, no.
Well, the aces are not impaired. That's the Magician, so no.
There's one, I bet.
No, that's a valet.
Oh. Sorry about this. We're almost ready. Is that an ace?
That's an ace. So it's leaning towards no.
That it's not Alabec.
Um,
But I'll have some interesting news for you in a minute.
The other cards that show up are the Magician and the reverse Ten of Pentacles. The Moon and the Stars.
Well, it's kind of interesting to me. I think it's somebody who might be trying to do a little bit of subterfuge, you know, the Magician performing magic tricks. If I take it at its, you know, at that level. But I would also say with the Magician, since it is upright, that maybe their intentions aren't really bad, but the fact that they are using a fake account is a little bit worrisome. You know, so be careful. Make sure there's no financial scam going on here, number one. But I see the moon here and I see the stars, and it really is pretty positive, you know. It's almost as if maybe this person does have some romantic intentions towards you. Maybe underlying all of this, but I don't know. I feel kind of dubious about it. Am I wrong to feel dubious
There's
about
something
it?
dubious about it. The Magician is, of course, a trickster of sorts. He could be a good trickster,
Yeah.
but not necessarily. The Ten of Pentacles may be suggesting that there is some unhappiness somewhere.
Well, I'm wondering about financials. That's why I said a financial scam. So I would be careful with
Yeah, I
Ten of
would too.
Pentacles. Somebody could have a long-term goal of trying to get money from you, you know?
So I don't think this is somebody in disguise, Alabec.
But it is somebody trying to hide their identity for some
Yes.
reason. And it could be that their intentions are pure. Maybe they have reasons to not trust yet. I don't know. But I would be very careful anyway with this person.
Well, I wonder too if it could just be somebody that maybe is connected or known to them, but maybe is just a proxy of some sort, that they're just doing this in a way because of Alabek or that situation, trying to see, where you're at in the situation. It doesn't seem kosher, as they say.
Well, you know what? And if they stay in communication with you, maybe ask us next time. I want to find out more. This is like, I'm getting mixed signals here, so I'm not sure whether you should trust this person or not. I would just say be very guarded, and don't give out any personal information. And you know what? It's possible that maybe as I look at these two cards here, I'm wondering if maybe you should let them know that you're aware they're using a fake account, and why are they doing that? So, you might want to confront it. You might want to let it, reach the light of day before you proceed any further.
Agreed.
So that's what I would say, Estelle. Good luck with that. You never know out here in internet land.
How true.
Hi, Karishma. I see you've posted your question, and you are indeed next.
All right.
All right. All right, my deck. Let's see. This one again. Okay, so have you met this person yet, or are you just corresponding? Okay, 4 years. Okay, all right. Thank you for that.
Oh.
Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we've got the Six of Pentacles reversed. And look what's shown up again in a different deck. We have the Ten of Pentacles upright. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. We may have to do a yes/no on this too, but let's see what we've got here, because you asked too how the year would go. You asked a bunch of different things here. Well,
Lenormand is the fox.
And true feelings.
And the bouquet.
Well, sometimes I feel like maybe things are a little bit out of balance with the Six of Pentacles here. That as far as true feelings go, maybe the one, it's possible B thinks that they're giving more than they're getting out of the relationship, or is it vice versa? Is it right now you feeling that way? I feel here that somebody is thinking long term. Obviously you already said that you've known each other for a long time now, but I think maybe somebody's looking at more of a long-term commitment together. But they're a little bit shy. B might be really shy or reserved about approaching this. That's kind of what I'm getting from here. I'm not going to tackle this yet. I want to see what Mr. O has to say.
I mostly agree with this. I feel like maybe you could be the person too that doesn't feel
possibly,
as into the situation. But I'm wondering if there's something about the level of charisma or attraction between you maybe just doesn't feel like it's right up, like you're just not in your sweet spot at the moment. But the overall foundation between you is really secure, or should be, seemingly. This is a rough patch. Uh, and I wonder if B feels that they need to be more successful in certain ways for you to feel more comfortable with them or moving on to another level. So I'm wondering if that represents that idea there too.
I'm looking at the Lenormand. I'm feeling B is highly attracted to you. I can feel that here. There's joy. You bring them joy. And, on another level, on a sensual level, they find you attractive, appealing, So I see a lot of positivity here. I just don't know where this is going. It seems like it's stable, it's secure, the relationship, but is it moving forward further? I'm not necessarily seeing that right now. I think overall, since you're asking how the year will be for you, I think overall it'll be pretty stable, but I'm not sure there's anything. There may be a surprise. There may be a surprise in the offing later in the year.
Right, I can see that too. I sort of feel that there's not a huge sense of dynamics. It's sort of like an even keel. Some of this may be because of external factors like the economy. The economy depresses almost everybody, let's face it. So some of this is just maybe interfering with B's ability to feel more comfortable and expressive of themselves. But I feel that it's still there. It's just going through a rough spot on both of your parts.
Let's ask real quick if they're going to meet next month. A quick yes, no. Grab my cards. We don't need the Lenormand either. You could put those away. So we're going to ask real quick if you're going to meet next month. And just see what we got. And then we have to move on. Here.
Bye, Angel Rivera. Thank you.
Take care, Angel. See you soon.
Thank you, Charisma. I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure. I feel a resonance, but something sort of feels off. I think B's feelings are hard to get at. This person may hold a lot in.
Well, it's a little iffy for next month, I will say that. So we only got one ace, which means leaning towards no. It could happen, but I've got the Page of Cups reversed and the Moon reversed. I think you're going to find out some disappointing news. Something may come up. Maybe it has to do with their work schedule. You said they're very involved in their work right now. Or something else that may delay this. When I see that Page of Cups reversed, I just think it's disappointing news. And of course, the Moon means something is going to be revealed.
Right. This could be something that sort of feels like an unforeseen thing came in and changed something about work, like maybe depending on what the business is, just something meant that certain orders needed to be sped up. And so I'm feeling that B maybe will feel disappointed about that and just hopes you can understand, because I sort of feel like this is really out of their hands.
Yeah. That's what we have for you right now. So good luck with that. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Charisma.
And we're going to move on to Kelly Z. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hope you're still here. We'll give you some minutes.
You're welcome, Charisma.
You're welcome.
All right.
Kelly. Let's see what you got. Virgo X was kind of negative, but we did talk and have plans to meet up next weekend. Will this be positive? What are his intentions? Well, I think we have to throw 3 cards and see where they lead us. Mr. O.
Okay. I'm going to use Karma Music Tarot.
Well, I'm glad things worked out, that at least you're talking. So, maybe things will be good.
So we're starting with the 3 aces first? Is that what you said?
No.
The regular.
3 cards.
Got it.
I mean, they'll tell us if it's going to be positive or not, really. Maybe. Unless we get, of course, conflicting cards.
True. True that. Card 1. Three of Swords. Card 2. King of Wands. Card 3. Ace of Cups.
Wow.
So that's all over the map. That's all over the map.
It is, but...
The Storks. Stars. You had this before too, didn't you? Stars and Storks.
We had the Stars and Moon, I think.
Okay. Well, Stars had
Maybe
come
we
before.
did,
It was
but I
something
don't
else
remember
maybe.
that. But anyway. Kate Kelly, things might be shifting, but the 3 of Swords is a little bit worrisome. The 3 of Swords is about sorrow and sadness. But if I have to look at the context here, I have to say things look more positive than negative. And so what does this mean, being here in the midst of all this positivity? It may be that you guys are going to have to talk about some heavy things. You may have to talk about some past hurts, some past disagreements, and, where it has left you. And you have to work through that. You have to work through it. You cannot avoid it. You can't sweep it under the rug. It has to be addressed. And I feel this person is willing to address it with you. I feel here that your ex is willing to be, big about this and magnanimous and being optimistic about possibly starting over again. Could this be? Because I see
It's what it looks like.
the Ace of Cups here, and I see the Stork here, which the Stork is a new beginning as well. And of course, you've got the optimism and the hope that the stars bring. Oh, what a turnaround.
Right. So I don't know if that was the intention, that this meeting would be to kind of, go over some of the issues, but that's what it looks like. The 3 of Swords at its most naked does talk about the aftermath of a separation, which could be said to be now. So this is that point in time where maybe there is that aftermath is hanging over that. But yours and the ex's combined charisma, magnetism towards each other, courageousness and honesty and integrity, even if there are some other aspects of either personalities that don't ring 100%, there's enough core there to know that there's a person of integrity there who can be reached, and I think you're going to reach them. You just have to both be of the same, mind and heart of that. But I feel like it could be another beginning, a new way to begin, coming back towards each other, because you probably still really care, and there probably is so much destiny and hope in your pairing.
So you know what? Just to bring it back down to earth a little bit, because I don't want to give you too much hope here, what I would say is that if you both come at this with open hearts, and you allow your best selves to show, you can overcome the sorrows of the past. If you're opening your hearts and honestly discussing What went wrong? What could we do? Is there hope? I believe there is hope of starting a new beginning. That's what we've got today. The cards are very hopeful for you. They're not always accurate. So, they're saying open your heart, open yourself up, and speak your truth. Swords are about knowledge and truth too. And sometimes it hurts. But you need to get it out there, and if there's hope of rekindling or starting something new. Good luck with that. Oh my gosh. And speaking of keeping us posted, you must.
Yeah, you must. And Isaby, that is an interesting King of Wands. It sort of has trickster elements there in a way to going for the one. Somebody who, like I said maybe to Kelly, is, it's about the bravery and courage too of going for what you feel, you should. But it is a kind of different interpretation, yes.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, Kelly. Tidal wave is up. All right.
All right, tidal wave. I hope you're still here. Start to come in towards me. You've got it. Present. Present and accounted for.
You're welcome, Kelly. I sure hope so too.
Oh, best wishes. Well, it's got to definitely be a two-way street for it to work. I'm hopeful. 3 of Pentacles upright. Wow. 4 of Wands upright. Hey. And the 2 of Pentacles upright. I don't know if you could ask, what's coming towards you?
Some good things, it looks like.
How about a nice period of balance and harmony and happiness? It looks to me as though something is coming together, through either working with others or maybe taking the lead on something. Something is coming together for you. And I feel like everything seems to be balanced and in harmony right now. The 4 of Wands indicates that there could be a reason to celebrate. It could also indicate that you are putting a solid foundation in place for some goal or project that you have been working on. If this is at work, this could be you leading the charge on something.
Well, the 4 of Wands is like the harvest home, sort of the celebration for a season of work or a project or something. And it follows that, what is that? The 3 of Pentacles, which of course is like a team or a collaboration of people working on a project. So it all seems like it just flows
together. Doesn't it? Because you've got 2, 3, and 4. The 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands.
And so with the 2 of Pentacles too, I think it's about really saying you've handled all this, you know where to go from here, but really this is maybe the time to celebrate a successful project or a successful conclusion to something. So then in the Lenormand, you see
Thank you, Kelly.
The man, the Batman. I'm Batman. And you see the clouds.
Well, I think that, you might be a little bit confused about what's happening here. I'm not sure why. You may have to battle some confusion, some doubts that you have. Maybe these are self-doubts, that are kind of clouding you from from this vision here, I feel like things are going to fall into place for you, but you maybe have to focus a little bit more. Focus your intent on what it is you're trying to establish here. What is most important for you to establish right now?
Well, I'm wondering really if the confusion could be because really you may be more involved in this than the cards signify. They talk about maybe team collaboration, but I'm wondering if maybe it's a misnomer or that there's just somebody in that brew there that is not necessarily, I don't want to say that they're not pulling their weight, but that they're just not important to that process, that it's really all about you, because that's an inquirer
Well,
too, in a way.
yeah, that's why I'm thinking that's you. I don't know. Maybe things aren't very clear to you right now, but I will say that pretty soon things are going to start falling into place, Perhaps you feel like you still you're not sure what it is you are supposed to be building here, but it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
Well, it's kind of funny because it seems to signify a bigger period of time maybe than the norm.
Yeah.
The work has to happen
have to
first
agree.
before the celebration of that. So it's interesting.
So I guess what's coming into you is, something that maybe a project or goal or something has you resurfaced. You realize the time is right to get it off the ground. But now is a time to really balance, things out in your life to make it possible. Maybe that's what it's about here. You're trying to figure out how to make it all work. That's maybe where the confusion comes in.
A new project isn't necessarily needed right now because you're busy enough, but maybe the opportunity is really tantalizing, and so the confusion or whatever is whether or not you can handle it, because you probably don't want to pass on it.
Well, if you build it, they will come. I like saying that. But, I just say, if there's some goal
I wonder if it's about your
you've had on the back burner, maybe it's time to get it going. All right. That's what we have for you. I know it's a little confusing. That clouds threw me off a little bit here because really almost everything here seems pretty clear cut.
Well, I know your previous question was about a big move. You were moving
That's
to another
true.
state, so I wonder if it could be connected to that maybe.
Maybe.
We'll hedge our bets and say that.
All right. I believe, yes, love, you are up if
Hi,
you
love.
are still here. And we are on our last 3 readings.
Awesome.
Well, it's not 444 yet, but it's 414.
Oh, please don't let it be 444.
Well,
Nothing
we'll get
personal.
there. We'll get there.
Okay, that could be true. Very
Ah.
interesting title. I like the feedback. Thank you.
Well, it's definitely internal. The clouds are about kind of an internal struggle. So, yeah. The doubts are probably you, I would say.
Okay, asking for love. I know I shouldn't say that, right?
We'll
Looking
give
for
love a
love.
minute to post the question. Looking for love. Love, are you with us? Oh. Pretty sure we did not get a question from them, so we'll see if they're here.
I don't
We'll give them
remember.
just a few more minutes and maybe we'll move on. Wow, we did a lot of reading today. We didn't read for Jay Know Who disappeared, but boy, we read for almost everybody else on the list.
It's true, Isabie.
All right, love, last call. Let us know you're here. I'm going to start the countdown.
Oh dear. I need to animate a countdown button. I could probably do that. Thanks.
let's move on. Let's move on to
Isabie.
Isabie. You are up.
All right, Isabie.
Okay, Isabie. General reading.
All right, you got it. Card the first. The upright Two of Pentacles.
It's back.
It's back. The reversed moon, which is also back. And then the upright Page of Pentacles. Call it the Page of Discs here.
Wow, Isabie. Well, let's throw these out too. Here's the first one.
The Key. The Stars.
Hey, I'm liking this reading.
Yes.
So that's the Page of Pentacles?
Yes, the Page
Sure
of Discs.
is. You know, there's either going to be some positive, good financial news, or if it's not that, it's news about your health. But if you are looking for a job or employment or anything like, no, I know that. But it looks like good financial news or some news about something that makes everything fall into place. You know, I get the feeling here when you have the Two of Pentacles, and that Two of Pentacles is upright, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So when everything falls in, you know, something comes your way that you realize everything is falling into place now. Everything is in perfect balance. And I feel here that this will bring you a lot of hope. The key here is to never lose hope, to be optimistic. And also, I wonder if this could be about a health matter or concern, because this looks very positive too as far as health and vitality goes. Maybe if you are being treated for something, you know, that this will be working for you, or you're starting some new lifestyle regime that's going to make you feel a lot better.
There's a lot of positivity in here, and I feel there's a lot of balance, that maybe some things have clicked into place, and so maybe you understand some things about a regime you need to do for your health. But I'm actually wondering if there's a younger person in your life who is going to be returning. Maybe they've been away for a while. Maybe they're coming back into your life, you know, the family life, whatever. You may be seeing them. If it's not anything like that, I sort of feel like there's a slant for you opening up that allows you to express more your curious, inquisitive nature, i.e. of a younger person perhaps, with either new learning or new projects, new skills to be acquired. Mostly what I feel, this is a really good time for you to investigate things that appeal to you, but also too to be prepared to see some abundance come to you through people or situations that you sort of feel you invested in them all along, i.e. a grandchild, a grandnephew, you know, something like that. Just a thought. Don't know if that applies. It's just a
Yeah, I
figure
don't know
feel.
if that applies. The The Pentacles can be a lot about, it could be about family, but it could be about money, could be about material things, but it could be
Security,
about physical
right.
body. And the stars have that element too, especially more in the tarot maybe than in the Lenormand, but there's a health element here, that there's vitality, there's strength returning, and with this Two of Pentacles here, the sense of balance and harmony. I can't help but think that there's a health component here possibly for you too. All looking good at any rate. Very positive time for you right now.
All right.
So good luck with that.
I like a general reading like this. I hope you liked it too.
All right, and you know what
Violet
that
Ann.
means. Last but not least, it's Violet Ann.
Hello,
Thanks for
Violet
waiting,
Ann.
Violet Ann. Just to make it official. Okay, well, I go out somewhere with Jeff by the end of next February. Okay, let's see what's happening there. Is it my deck?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to throw 3 cards and see what they say, but we may want to do a yes, no if it doesn't work out. We'll see.
Yes, I figured that, Violet Ann. Thank you. Hope you like that, Isaby. Hope that resonated.
What? Am I shuffling too loud? He looked up disdainfully.
It's what he do.
It's what he do.
You're welcome.
Well, there's that darn Ten of Pentacles. It's reversed. The Lovers is reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune is reversed. What the heck? So I would say it's leaning towards no, but why here? It's because somebody maybe can't... Oh, what do you got there?
The key.
What's the key here?
He only likes the undead. Oh. The key is the cross.
Oh. Geez, oh, Pete. Well, I have to say here that somebody can't make up their mind, potentially, is part of the problem here. And maybe it's partially because they're under some sort of stress right now themselves. I feel like there's some, yes, the cross and the Wheel of Fortune. Like maybe there's been some misadventure or misfortune to them. Possibly family related, possibly in job or career. Are they spending too much time working? Is this part of the problem? I wonder if that's what's affecting things here. So go ahead. I'm going to let you go.
Well, with the wheel spinning around opposite, I'm wondering if maybe the situation would feel like getting involved in a rebound thing for them. And I don't remember if you said maybe this was a potential romantic or it isn't at the moment, but maybe it is.
Did they come out of a breakup or a divorce? I
yeah,
wonder.
that's why I'm thinking it's rebound, because maybe they're still suffering from another relationship, or there's something is bothering them about connections to other people, maybe more likely with their family. I don't know if there's just a really difficult situation with their family, a falling out with somebody in their family.
He's working a lot. Yeah, you did
family
say that
business.
last time.
I don't know.
Well, why don't we do a yes, no, and just be
Agreed.
sure? But I would say that things look a little bit stacked against it right now, and frankly, I really don't think it's personal to you. So, keep that in mind, because I don't think it's personal
Thanks for that.
to you.
Thanks for that clarification. I'm going to use the final rose for the yes or no.
Yeah, okay. All right. We'll leave those up then.
Final rose.
And we'll see what these have to say. Boy, these conversation hearts, half of them I can't even read. They're all blurred.
Not romantic yet, that's right. It's always possible.
Boy, they go so nice, of course. The Lenormand pair, Shadowlands, Lenormand, and the,
I know they do. They have
Really
a nice
nice.
look. Complementary. On Goth Tarot, I use the Santa Muerte Tarot along with the Earth and Bone Oracle, which I think they resonate nicely towards each other. All right. Will you and Jeff go out by the end of this February? Yeah.
oh no. Nope. Well, it's not a definite no, but it is leaning towards no.
Right. It's leaning towards no. It's not a definite no.
So the first card, though, that came up was the Death card, which is interesting to me because, Violet Ann, I feel like something needs to change in order for this to happen. And what is that one?
It's the Empress reversed.
Oh, see?
So I wonder if this is a person that really needs to do some self-care for themselves, that they don't know how to do it, and that they're really sort of floundering in a way. The change, it says self-elimination at the bottom. This is from the Final Rose dating game, so this is somebody that eliminated themselves. Maybe this person, Jeff, still hasn't convinced themselves that they feel worthy to have a shot at love again. They're still working through some issues, and they need to give themselves some self-care. I don't know if that's them.
Well, I think that, maybe this is part of the problem is they don't know how to manage downtime, or maybe they've been avoiding like relationships and things in their life by consuming themselves with work too. I wonder about that a little bit here. But if they have no choice, that could be what it is. They simply are burnt out right now. They're stressed over being overworked. They need a break. They need this break. They need you. So,
well, the thing is that the ace that did show up was the Ace of Cups, Ace of Flutes, and it says first kiss. And, if we believe in magic and fairy tales, maybe if you get around to that first kiss, maybe something will happen.
I think that February is iffy, but keep your fingers crossed. It's not a definite no. It just seems like this person is consumed with some issues right now that they have to deal with. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Violet Ann.
All right. Hey, we're done. I've got nothing to add.
Yes, sorry, E-Man.
Oh, so sorry, E-Man. We are done. We had closed the list.
We're actually a half an hour into our overtime.
Yeah, we apologize, but thank you for stopping in.
We are back again on Thursday from 7 to 9.
And then we'll be back here next Sunday. We also have a happy hour, but that's just a single card message from Spirit. We take no questions that day. Those are Saturdays at 10 a.m. But join us again. And I want to thank everybody today for, just a full day of readings. A lot of insight we passed along, we hope. And we hope to do it again with you on Thursday. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.